Hello and good morning. Welcome to Let's Talk About Us. And today, we're covering some local news. It's like a happy little story that takes some twists and turns too. I was pleasantly surprised by this story because I thought it was just going to be a nice, gentle, happy little thing for us in the middle of the week. But no, there are some dark twists and turns in this story apparently. This is from the Kirkland Reporter. It has a media bias rating of center, as well as a high factuality rating. And it only has the one rating because it's such a small local news agency. If it starts covering more stories, bigger stories and whatnot, it'll probably pick up and get rated a bit better. So I'm looking forward to more local news stations getting that. That'd be cool. Kirkland Reporter. Local farm's fame blooms in light of a newly discovered dahlia. Daffodahlia caught the attention of Martha Stewart by Ray Miller Still. This was posted yesterday. Simply put, Kelsey Hall decided to boldly go. As she stared at what appeared to be a brand new flower last August, Hall knew immediately that it was full of enormous potential and risk. Would it bring fame to the cattle and cut flowers? Was it dangerous to her crops and sales? Or is this a happy accident of Mother Nature? Here one day and then gone forever the next. Lady Luck appears to be on her side so far. Hall never expected to be a flower farmer. Her family started her Enumclaw farm in 2017 as a way to live sustainably through the sale of chicken eggs and Highland cow leases. And this is Kelsey right here. Been growing dahlias since 2018. Her farm now sells more than 4,000 flowers a year and grows up to 200 different varieties. Okay. But then she was gifted a few tubers in 2018, and, quote, I got really bit by the dahlia bug, she said. The initial batch of 30 tubers has grown to sales of more than So the 4,000 numbers started at literally just 30 tubers, okay. Featuring up to 200 varieties, Hall said. Okay. Dahlias are considered genetically diverse, given they've got 8 chromosomes as opposed to the 2 most plants and animals have. Additionally, their genetic material is considered mobile, which means its genes move from place to place within their DNA sequence, further adding unpredictability into the mix of flower size, shape, and color. I didn't know that. Okay. This all means that when it comes to reproducing dahlias via seeds, children dahlias can look extremely different than the parent plant. Reproducing the flowers via tubers are a totally different story, as the children plants are supposed to be identical to the mother plant, but that's not what happened here. At first, the ball dahlia that Hall was growing via a tuber appeared normal, with its petals pulling back to form that titular sphere. However, last August, she noticed half the flowers of the plant were dramatically altered, with the center petals turned inward, forming a cup. The surprise was not well received by Hall. Honestly, when I first saw it, I thought, oh my gosh, it's a disease, it's going to ruin my soil and all the other dahlias, she said. Her fears were likely exacerbated due to the fact that rot had affected some dahlias earlier this year. This is the flower in question, and honestly, this looks super cool. There's the flower part, right? But then you have this little, it almost looks this almost looks like a Reese's peanut butter cup wrapper. Like one solid wrapper. That's really cool. Hall also recognized the possibility that this new dahlia could be life-changing for her farm, so she consulted with her close-knit flower expert group to discuss the phenomenon. Hall also had I'm sorry. She can I have grown a new plant. I must consult with the council. Hall also had the flower tested by the Washington State University Department of Horticulture to determine if the mutation was caused by any common dahlia disease or virus. The test came back clean, so with those fears allayed. Hall shared the flower with the world via social media. It was on Instagram, where a commenter coined the name Daffodahlia for the flower, and it has stuck since. Well, I hope if this gets patented and whatnot, that guy or girl or whoever it was gets a cut. They better get a cut for the name. Hall believed the discovery would be popular among the cut flower world when she posted photos. She did not expect how viral her post would become, and both the positive and negative attention she and her farm would receive. When I first read that, I was like, what do you mean? What could possibly happen as a result of like a new flower growing in your farm? But they talk about it. It surprised me. It's gone absolutely bonkers, she said. The popularity of the flower has been good for her business, especially when it caught the attention of Martha Stewart. Meet the Daffodahlia, a mysterious new flower that's never been seen before, Stewart posted on her Instagram. Since then, the post has received more than 177,000 likes and counting. Okay, so reading this article the second time, I think she'll be fine. I think the negative things that are coming up next aren't going to affect her, because if Martha Stewart has her information and posted about that flower on her behalf, there's no way in a court of law anyone can try to steal this out from under her. Hall said that numerous bulk flower sellers have contracted her for sales, though she said that it'll take additional genetic testing and several years of reproduction, if that's even possible, before there will be enough of Daffodahlias to finally make it to the market. But this newfound fame has a darker side, including at least a few instances of people trespassing on her property, demanding to see the flowers. Because the flower is so new, the American Dahlia Society, which has 70 chapters around the US and Canada devoted to stimulating interest in disseminating information about and promoting the culture and development of the dahlia, hasn't come out with an official stance about the flower. Another thing that I had absolutely no idea existed, apparently there's a Dahlia Society and it has 70 chapters. Just everyone's got a fan club. I guess everyone's got a fan club. Although with these guys, it sounds more like we're the law. The only public opinion that has come out with the organization so far is from PR coordinator Larry Smith, who said in an email interview that I wouldn't be interested in growing it in my personal garden. What a dick. Wow. Like, this young farming lady has, small farm, grows this cool flower, and this guy, this Larry Smith guy, like, I wouldn't be interested in growing it in my personal garden. Fuck this guy. If Hall wants to get the Daffodahlia recognized by the ADS, Smith said she will first have to continue to grow it for a few years before sending the flower to a trial garden, where judges would evaluate it for show potential. Smith said, based on the photo, that it could fit into one of the ADS novel categories for judging. If approved, the ADS would officially recognize the Daffodahlia as a garden dahlia, which could improve Hall's fame and sales of the flower. But there's no certainty any of this can happen, as there are still many questions to be answered, including, how did this happen? That's the million-dollar question. There isn't really an answer to that at this time. I have some guesses and theories as to why, maybe mutated environmental things, Hall said, but we don't know 100% yet, and it's probably going to take several growing seasons to test different theories to see if it comes back to true to form. If further testing comes back positive and the flowers continue to reproduce, Hall said the flowers can hit the market by 2028. But until then, you can shop for cattle and cut flowers on their website at cattleandcutflowers.com, where you can also make reservations for weddings, events, and photography sessions, and sign up for various workshops. So this is cattleandcutflowers.com, home of the Daffodahlia. You can see right here. Wedding events, photography, classes and workshops. You can even just shop right here from the site. We're the Halls. Welcome to the Cattle and Cut Flowers, located in the foothills of Enumclaw, Washington. We're a family-run farm where flowers bloom, animals thrive, and memories blossom. We are passionate about growing beautiful flowers, designing stunning event florals, raising Highland cattle, capturing captivating photos, and connecting with our local community and fellow enthusiasts. Yeah, that's nice. I think we're going to end right here. Right on this beautiful picture they have. As I said before, this story took some twists and turns I was unexpecting for a flower. But hey, this is local news. Local news is important. Local news needs to be covered. But yeah, this has been Let's Talk About Us. I'm Zach. And if you want to support Kelsey, look her up on her site. I'm sure her farm could use the support with all the apparent negativity it's receiving. Yeah. Y'all have a good day.